turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC. And these two teams have met once already. So they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies. And maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Second down, Flacco now. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Bengals are going to have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
second down, Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
Dalton on third and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Play clock winding down. Now Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Back into the end zone on 3rd and long. Dalton caught left side. Garcon. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They'll come out in the pistol. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Hill, the lone setback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dalton throwing on second down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Zebra!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy-bounce.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Flacco here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be third down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Passing play, Flacco. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11th. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals getting set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Zebra! Zebra! Dagger! Dagger!
2nd down, Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
7 yards remaining here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Hill, the lone setback. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Zebra. Set 380. 380.
And it'll be Dalton again. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And now on 4th down, Dalton will give way to his field goal team and Mike Nugent. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Nugent puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. One receiver left, two to the right. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. And they're definitely showing blitz here. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, Dalton. His throw incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Flacco to throw. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On first down, Flacco on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Another pistol look here. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yard. Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. It's second down. Dalton looking. They set up the screen to Hill. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Passing, it's Dalton, and that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Campanaro. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, "Listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game." Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up with an offset eye. They'll toss it to Coleman. Stiff-armed him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Fresh set of downs here. They will run again with Coleman. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd down following the run. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To the left side here for Eifert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's able to get this one down to about the 4. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On first down, Flacco. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Flacco from midfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Flacco to throw here on third down. 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kamar Aiken, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Over the middle to Garcon. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Dalton now to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And Green with a catch left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Green high in the air to bring it in. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Time running out here on the play clock. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. This is Coleman. And
able to push his... And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Dalton wants to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Elvis Dumerville in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To throw here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.